dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. 6:33 on this Tuesday, and it's certainly feeling like a Monday. I'm Dakota Makris, and Brandon's over there kind of laughing because, boy, we're both feeling it this morning. Brandon, you didn't get enough sleep last night, or, well, you said you went to bed, I guess, kind of early, and you still don't really feel rested, so I feel that too.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations where there's fog outside and there's fog in my head this morning. So bear with us. We'll get through it. Let's take a look at some of that fog over at UVA Wise. Fogged in over there. That's kind of the way it feels in my brain this morning. 63 over in Southwest Virginia. And yes, that is the actual camera scene. Sometimes it glitches out and you just see a blank or gray screen. You can see the trees in the bottom of that one there. So it's a dense fog over that way this morning. So be careful across the region. 70 in Somerset and Moorhead, 71 Ashland and Wayne. Everybody else is in the 60s. Even Clintwood, 62 this morning as you head through the first part of your day. It's 13 degrees colder than it was this time yesterday morning in Williamsburg. They're the winner now at this point. The only spot is, I'm double checking here real fast, there are no spots that are warmer, but Ashland, Moorhead, Somerset, and Jonesville are exactly where they were this time yesterday morning. Forecast for today, up to 85 as skies clear. Some dense fog this morning. Continue to be careful on your morning drive. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, we now know the name of the driver killed in a truck crash on I-75 in Whitley County Monday morning. Troopers say 58-year-old Russell Helton of Woodbine was driving a 2002 GMC pickup when he lost control of his truck, causing it to leave the road and flip near the 23-mile marker. Helton was pronounced dead at the scene by the Whitley County coroner. The rainy weather yesterday caused several crashes on I-75 in Laurel County. Corbin firefighter Nathan Kirby says the #1 factor for crashes on rainy days is that people drive the same way on a wet road as they do on a dry one.
Following too closely and going too fast. So when the road's dry, they say to have a 2-second following distance between the vehicle in front of you. When the road's wet, you want to increase that to about an 8 or 9-second following distance.
If you find yourself hydroplaning, remember to always let your foot off the gas and allow your car to naturally regain traction. Well, it wasn't rain that caused several feet of water to flood a portion of a Lexington community Monday morning. It was a major water line break that shot more than 1 million gallons of water into the air. Chad Hedrick talked with one family who had just left for vacation when they learned their home had flooded.
The sounds of water shooting into the air and then flowing into surrounding homes.
The basement is going to be a pretty big undertaking.
Brad Kern's recently renovated basement now has feet of water. He and his family were not even home when the water pipe just down from their home broke early Monday morning.
Well, we decided we were going on some vacation today, meeting my wife's parents in Florida. So we flew down, got in about 3 a.m. and then at 5 a.m. Our friend who was staying here with our animals and house sitting, he called.
At least 2 other neighboring homes have water damage, as well as neighboring Rosemont Baptist Church. ServPro spent the afternoon pumping water out of the homes. Workers estimating it will take days to get everything dried out.
The plan, I think, is to get it cleaned up, because we don't want any mold or anything like that. And I might kind of slow it down a little bit because I want to watch the foundation for a while.
Officials with Kentucky American Water say the break was from natural causes, but beyond that, they don't say exactly what it was. Some neighbors have said they were frustrated that it took hours before the water was finally shut off. The water company says it's a process that includes deploying crews, identifying where the line is broken, and methodically shutting off valves to not cause more damage. They say it's not as simple as flipping a switch. Neighbors say they have been told the company's insurance will cover repairs.
So that's really nice that they're gonna take care of that, So yeah, it's a big relief.
That was Chad Hedrick reporting. Those with the church that flooded estimates that the price tag on the damage could reach $1 million. An undercover drug investigation took a dangerous turn Monday morning as officers were trying to stop a drug trafficking suspect. Police worked for several days on a case to buy a large amount of meth, expecting the suspects to come to Laurel County with at least a pound. Well, they were spotted near exit 49, just off Interstate 75. But when they tried to stop the car, officers say the driver rammed a cruiser, then another cruiser got into a crash. They say the driver held 2 others in the car at gunpoint for hours. Meanwhile, a dozen people inside the nearby gas station were shuffled into a back room while a gunman was persuaded into surrendering.
Using the tactics that we've learned through the negotiations and the schools that we attend, we deployed all those tactics. However, we did have our SRT, our SWAT team on standby in case things went a different direction.
No one was hurt, including the officers in the cruiser that were hit, the people in the car, and in the store. We will update you on the story as soon as we learn more information. The Harlan City Fire Department will soon see a change in leadership following the retirement of longtime Fire Chief Lynette Hutchison. Well, she has served as Harlan City Fire Chief for 22 years and was one of the first woman fire chiefs in the region. She says while being a chief has not always been easy, she hopes her legacy can inspire other women to take on leadership roles in male-dominated fields.
Just because I'm a female doesn't mean I can't do stuff, you know. And that's why I stuck with it, you know. I wasn't going to let anybody beat me down.
The chief will officially retire at the end of the month. Deputy Chief James Billings is set to become the next fire chief, and he says he has big shoes to fill. A community benefit lunch is in the works for Floyd County Sheriff's Deputy Darren Lawson. Deputy Lawson is at UK Hospital in Lexington, where he has undergone surgeries for injuries related to the Allen shooting in late June. The benefit is on July 27th from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the old courthouse in Floyd County. It is $6 per dinner. 3 different organizations partnered to hand out toys to children in Martin County Monday afternoon. Crossroads Church, Martin County Schools, and Christian Appalachian Project had a drive-through distribution line in the Martin County High School parking lot. In the line, cars were offered everything from food to children's toys to take home at no cost to them. Martin County employees said this was the first time Martin County Schools have participated in a toy distribution, but they hope this can become an annual event.
There's always a need, especially with the summer and kids home all day. Parents always can use extra food, snacks, drinks, so we see a need all the time.
The Christian Appalachian Project is planning a toy drive here in Perry County next week. Governor Andy Beshear ceremoniously signed 6 bipartisan bills yesterday in the state's capital. One of those bills was Senate Bill 164. It created the Imagination Library of Kentucky. The program, started by country music legend Dolly Parton, sends a book every month to a child up to 5 years. Imagination Library is a free program. Parents just have to register their child to start getting the books in the mail.
Children all around Kentucky will have free access to books, also contributing to addressing that literacy rate and expanding our kids' minds, creating innovation and lowering educational attainment gaps.
Well, to sign your child up for the Imagination Library, you can go to imaginationlibrary.com/Kentucky. A car show this week in Laurel County will focus on electric vehicles. Non-profit electric automobile group Evolve KY is working with the London Rotary Club to host its second electric vehicle ride and drive event. Electric pickup trucks will highlight this year's show. The event is this Wednesday at the Somerset Community College's Laurel North campus in London. It lasts from 10 until 2. Across the Commonwealth, we may owe some of our economic prosperity to an alpaca industry. Kentucky is home to about 4,000 alpacas that produce cashmere-like fleece. That fleece and fiber helps our economy grow. This is why Kentucky's Agriculture Commissioner Ron Quarles signed a proclamation naming the month of July Kentucky's Fleece and Fiber Month. There are more than 200 alpaca farmers in Kentucky. After being canceled the past 2 years due to COVID, the Kentucky Apple Festival in Johnson County is returning in a big way this year. Festival leaders announced the headliners set to perform at the festival, kicking off on September 30th with American Idol winner Noah Thompson. Legendary Kentucky band Exile will perform the next night. The festival takes place this year on September 30th and October 1st in Paintsville.
6:42 here on this Tuesday morning. We continue to track again clear skies, but not from the fog. It is thick and dense out there, so continue to be careful. Temperatures not moving a whole lot. I mean, honestly, 62 in Clinton's been that way all morning. 71 Wayne and Ashland, 70 Moorhead, and that's a couple of spots have dropped a little bit, but overall, not a whole lot of change this morning out there. So your breakfast forecast kind of stable there, mid to upper 60s, low 70s for the most part. Slowly climb as we see the cloud cover continue for a little while longer, but hopefully some sunshine by later today will warm us up quite nicely into the mid 80s by this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, cases of COVID-19 see yet another jump here in the U.S., as well as hospitalizations and deaths.